guys, so first thing we're going to do is test our motor, and we hook up the motor to the battery and you can see that it's spinning, and so it's working good. So the first test is done, and after this we are going to test the breadboard. So we'll hook up the motor and a transistor to it. So we have the battery hooked up to the breadboard, and we're checking to make sure all the wires are out of the screen and it's good. So we're going to unplug the power first so we don't mess with the transistor, and I've already explained the transistor below, but so first we're going to show you that there's what the leads look like, which are in the picture below, which is the emitter, the base, and the collector. So then I went ahead and set up the whole circuit, and now we're going to connect it to the computer. And so for the transistor, I have one pin, the control pin, connected to the base, and then I have the collector connected to the positive of the battery, and then the emitter connected directly to the motor. But before we hook up the motor and everything and check to make sure that's working, first it's good to go ahead and check and make sure that the actual Arduino board is communicating with the computer. And so you're going to want to go ahead and hook up the Arduino to the computer and upload a sample code that's just called blink, and make sure that the LED that's connected to pin 13, which is automatic, you have to make sure that that is working, and then you'll know that the computer is communicating with the Arduino. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is test the Arduino with the motor. We're going to use the code from the website that I provided below, and so you can see that the motor is working good with the program. Now the next thing we're going to do is hook up the ping to the Arduino and test that. And so now the ping controller has 3 connections. One is for ground, one is for 5 volts, and one is for the control. And the control is actually what's going to be hooked up to the Arduino. And so go ahead and put the Arduino on the board. And now I have it connected to the computer, and I uploaded the ping example code in the Arduino software. And so what it just does is it reads the distance, and it outputs the distance in centimeters and inches, which is in the code. And so yeah, so now we have the motor Arduino connection, and we have the ping Arduino connection, and so now we're going to go ahead and put them together, and we'll have our final product, which is the ping that's going to control the vibration motor, but I just had the fan so that you can see what's going on with the motor. And so in the original one, what they did was they had it to where if you came in within the right distance, it just turned the motor on. And I went ahead and modified the code a little bit and made it to where the motor spins more intensely the closer you get to the sensor, and which is kind of visualized by the fan. So I'll upload the code for that, and the original code can be found on the website that I gave below. And so now project 1 is completed.